Welcome back to ZE Coins. Today, we're stepping back into the late 20th century to explore a single coin that connects everyday American life with craftsmanship, minting tradition, and collector fascination. This is the story of the United States of America 1988 D Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel. Not just a coin, but a time capsule of an era, a symbol of continuity, and for many, a piece of numismatic curiosity that sparks the imagination. The year 1988 sits quietly between major historical headlines, yet it was a defining moment in modern American life. The Cold War was nearing its final chapters, technology was advancing at a rapid pace, and the American economy was navigating both confidence and caution. Coins produced during this time were designed not to dazzle, but to endure daily use. The Jefferson nickel of this year was meant to circulate, to pass through countless hands, pockets, and registers. It was not created as a luxury item or a commemorative showpiece, but rather as a dependable part of everyday commerce. The Jefferson 5-cent nickel has one of the longest continuous designs in United States coinage. First introduced in the late 1930s, it replaced the Buffalo nickel and brought with it a more refined and classical appearance. By 1988, this design was already deeply familiar to Americans. The obverse proudly features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, a founding father, philosopher, and advocate of liberty. His calm profile reflects stability, intellect, and the enduring ideals upon which the nation was built. One small letter makes a big difference in the world of coins, and that letter is the mint mark. The D Mint mark tells us that this Jefferson nickel was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has a long and respected history, known for producing coins that often exhibit strong strikes and consistent quality. For collectors, the presence of the D Mint mark immediately narrows the story. It answers where the coin was born and adds a layer of identity that distinguishes it from its Philadelphia and San Francisco counterparts. Take a closer look at the front of the coin, and you'll notice the finely engraved portrait of Thomas Jefferson. His hair is tied back in a style typical of the 18th century, his expression thoughtful and composed. The word liberty appears boldly, accompanied by the date 1988. These elements are more than decorative. They reflect a balance between artistic tradition and practical minting, ensuring the coin remains recognizable even after years of circulation. Turning the coin over reveals Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia. This structure is more than a building, it is a symbol of Jefferson's intellect, creativity, and vision. The detailed depiction of Monticello on the reverse speaks to American heritage and architectural elegance. Surrounding it are inscriptions that clearly define the coin's denomination and national origin. The reverse design of the 1988 D nickel maintains the classic look that collectors both appreciate and scrutinize. The Jefferson nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, designed for durability rather than shine. This composition allows the coin to withstand years of use without significant damage. When freshly minted, the surface carries a subtle luster that reflects light softly rather than brilliantly. Over time, this finish can mellow, developing character that tells the story of where the coin has been and how it has been handled. Most 1988 D Jefferson nickels were intended for circulation, meaning they were used daily by the public. As a result, many examples show signs of wear, such as softened details and surface marks. However, some coins escaped heavy use, preserved in rolls, mint sets, or private collections. These better preserved pieces often capture the attention of collectors who appreciate sharp details and original surfaces. Collectors are drawn to this coin not because it is flashy, but because it represents a specific moment in modern minting history. It reflects consistency in design and production, offering a benchmark for comparison with earlier and later issues. For beginners, it serves as an accessible entry point into coin collecting. For seasoned numismatists, it provides an opportunity to study strike quality, die characteristics, and subtle variations that may exist within the year and mint. When evaluating a 1988 D Jefferson nickel, collectors often focus on clarity of detail. Jefferson's facial features, the sharpness of Monticello's steps, and the overall surface condition play a major role in how the coin is perceived. A well-preserved example can stand out dramatically when compared to one that has seen decades of circulation. These visual differences fuel interest and discussion within the collecting community. there is something deeply nostalgic about coins like this. Many people remember using Jefferson Nickels to buy snacks, make phone calls, or receive change at local stores. Holding one today can instantly transport someone back to a different time. This emotional connection adds another layer of appeal, reminding us that coins are not just metal objects, but witnesses to everyday life. Interest in the 1988 Jefferson nickel continues because collectors enjoy uncovering value in unexpected places. Searching through pocket change or old collections creates a sense of adventure. The idea that a common coin might hold special worth fuels curiosity and keeps people engaged in the hobby. Even without dramatic rarity, the coin's story and condition can elevate its appeal. This coin stands as a quiet symbol of American continuity. Through economic changes, political shifts, and cultural evolution, the Jefferson nickel remained a steady presence. Its familiar design provided reassurance and reliability. The 1988 issue is part of that long narrative, connecting the past with the present in a tangible way. As we reach the end of this journey, remember that value is not always about extravagance. Sometimes, it's about history, preservation, and the stories we attach to small objects. The 1988 mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel may appear modest, but its worth extends beyond its size. It represents craftsmanship, tradition, and the enduring fascination with coins that carry pieces of the American story in their metal. We are stepping into a fascinating moment in American numismatic history, a moment captured not in gold or silver bars, but in a humble 5-cent coin. This is the story of the United States of America 1989 mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel, a coin that quietly carries history, craftsmanship, and surprising worth within its modest size. As the camera zooms closer, the coin fills the screen. At first glance, the Jefferson nickel seems ordinary. Many of us have held one, spent one, or dropped one into a jar without a second thought. Yet, coins like the 1989 Jefferson nickel remind us that even the most familiar objects can hold hidden stories and unexpected value. This is not just spare change. It is a snapshot of America at the close of a transformative decade. The year 1989 was a turning point for the world. The Cold War was nearing its end, technology was advancing rapidly, and the United States was experiencing cultural and economic shifts that would define the years ahead. In the middle of all this change, the U.S. Mint continued its steady work, striking coins meant for everyday commerce. Among them was the Jefferson 5-cent nickel minted in Philadelphia, identified by the P mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most respected minting facilities in the nation, has long been known for its precision and consistency. By 1989, the mint had decades of experience producing Jefferson nickels. These coins were struck with a copper-nickel composition, designed to be durable enough to withstand years of circulation while still displaying clear details. The obverse of the 1989 Jefferson nickel features the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His likeness on the coin is more than just a design choice. Jefferson represents ideals of liberty, intellect, and the democratic foundations of the nation. The engraving captures a calm, thoughtful expression, reminding viewers of the philosophical roots of American freedom. Surrounding Jefferson's portrait are the inscriptions that define the coin's identity. Liberty appears prominently, along with the date 1989. These elements are not merely decorative. They ground the coin in a specific moment in time, linking it forever to the era in which it was minted. Turning the coin over, the reverse side reveals Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia home. This iconic structure symbolizes innovation, architecture, and Jefferson's passion for knowledge. The image of Monticello on the nickel has become one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. On the 1989 issue, the building steps, dome, and columns reflect the mint's attention to detail, especially on well-preserved examples. The inscriptions on the reverse include E pluribus unum, the denomination, and the name of the country. Together, these elements reinforce the coin's role as both a tool of commerce and a symbol of national unity. What truly sets the 1989 Jefferson nickel apart is not just its design or age, but its condition and mint quality. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small fraction remain in exceptional condition. Coins that avoided heavy circulation, scratches, and wear can display sharp details, strong luster, and clean surfaces. These characteristics dramatically influence collector interest and desirability. Collectors often look for nickels that appear almost frozen in time, as if they were never spent. When a 1989 P. Jefferson nickel retains its original mint brilliance, it becomes something more than everyday currency. It becomes a preserved artifact, a piece of American history that has survived decades without losing its character. Another factor that adds intrigue to this coin is the subtle nature of its mint mark. The P mint mark signifies its origin at the Philadelphia Mint, a detail that seasoned collectors immediately recognize. While Philadelphia coins are often more common than those from other mints, certain years and conditions elevate their status. The 1989 P nickel is one such example when found in superior quality. For numismatists, the appeal of this coin lies in its balance between accessibility and distinction. It represents a year that many people remember, yet it also carries the mystery of how many pristine examples still exist. Every surviving high-grade coin tells a silent story of careful handling, storage, or sheer luck. Beyond the technical aspects, there is an emotional connection tied to this nickel. Coins have a way of bridging generations. A 1989 Jefferson nickel might have been minted during someone's childhood, earned during a first job, or saved unknowingly in a collection. Holding it today can spark memories and curiosity about where it has been and what it has witnessed. From a storytelling perspective, this coin embodies the idea that value is not always obvious. Something small, something ordinary, can gain significance over time. The Jefferson nickel is a reminder that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone to look a little closer. As we consider the craftsmanship, the historical context, and the collector appeal of the 1989 P. Jefferson 5-cent nickel, it becomes clear why this coin continues to capture attention. It is a symbol of continuity in American coinage, a product of skilled minting, and a tangible link to the past. For collectors and enthusiasts, understanding a coin like this deepens appreciation for the hobby itself. Numismatics is not just about accumulation, it is about connection, education, and respect for the artistry and history embedded in metal. As this video draws to a close, take one more look at the 1989 P. Jefferson nickel. Imagine the hands it has passed through, the moments it has quietly accompanied, and the decades it has endured. What once served as simple pocket change has become a meaningful collectible, admired for its story as much as its condition. We slow down and truly look at the United States of America 1995 D mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel. A coin born in a specific moment of American history, shaped by tradition, craftsmanship, and quiet significance. This is not just a nickel. This is a story pressed into metal, waiting to be told, setting the historical background. To understand the importance of the 1995 D Jefferson nickel, we must step back into the mid-1990s. America was in a time of transition. Technology was accelerating, the internet was beginning to change daily life, and optimism mixed with uncertainty filled the air. The United States Mint was continuing its long-standing responsibility of producing coinage that would fuel everyday commerce while also preserving national identity. Coins were not yet collectibles in the minds of most people. They were tools. Yet hidden among these tools were pieces that would later spark curiosity, debate, and fascination among collectors. The legacy of the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson 5-cent nickel itself has a deep-rooted legacy. Introduced in the late 1930s, it replaced the Buffalo nickel and brought with it a refined, classical portrait of Thomas Jefferson. For decades, this design remained largely unchanged, becoming one of the most recognized coins in American history. By the time 1995 arrived, the Jefferson nickel was a symbol of continuity. Millions of Americans had grown up seeing this same face, this same building, this same weight and feel. That familiarity is exactly what makes certain years so intriguing today. Understanding the D mint mark. The small letter D on the coin holds powerful meaning. It represents the Denver Mint, a facility known for its efficiency, consistency, and massive output. Coins from the Denver Mint often entered circulation quickly and widely, meaning they were used, worn, and overlooked. But that also means that finding a well-preserved example decades later can be surprisingly difficult. The 1995 Jefferson nickel came from this busy mint, joining countless others in the flow of American commerce. Yet not all coins age the same way, and not all survive with their original detail intact. Design details that matter at first glance. The obverse of the coin features the familiar left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson. But look closer, and you will notice subtle details that define the quality and desirability of this coin. The sharpness of Jefferson's hair, the clarity of the lettering, and the smoothness of the fields all play a role in how collectors evaluate it. On the reverse, Monticello stands firm and symmetrical, with fine lines that can easily wear down over time. Coins that retain these details tell us a story of careful handling, limited circulation, or even intentional preservation. Why condition changes everything in the world of coin collecting. Condition is everything. Two coins from the same year, the same mint, and the same design can exist in completely different realities of value. The 1995 Jefferson nickel is no exception. Many examples show heavy wear, dull surfaces, and softened details. These coins lived hard lives. Others, however, appear almost frozen in time. Bright luster, crisp edges, and untouched surfaces transform an ordinary nickel into something far more compelling. This dramatic contrast is what fuels interest and conversation around this specific coin. Collector psychology and demand. Collectors are driven by more than metal and numbers. They are driven by stories, challenges, and the thrill of completion. The 1995 Jefferson nickel sits at an interesting crossroads. It is modern enough to feel accessible, yet old enough to feel historical. It belongs to an era before major design changes, making it part of the classic Jefferson series. For collectors building date and mint sets, this coin represents an essential piece. For others, it symbolizes the hidden potential of everyday money. The role of preservation. Preservation is where the magic happens. Coins that were set aside early, stored properly, and protected from environmental damage have a completely different future than those left in circulation. Factors like humidity, contact with other coins, and improper cleaning can permanently alter a coin's surface. The 1995 Jefferson nickel rewards patience and care. Those who understood this early on unknowingly shaped the coin's present-day appeal. Every preserved example is a quiet success story of foresight. Modern interest in everyday coins. In recent years, interest in modern-era coins has grown steadily. People are beginning to realize that value does not only live in ancient or rare designs. Sometimes, it hides in plain sight. The 1995 Jefferson nickel benefits from this shift in perspective. As more individuals explore their collections, drawers, and inherited items, coins once considered ordinary are being re-evaluated. This renewed attention has brought fresh energy into the Jefferson nickel series as a whole. Emotional connection and national identity. Coins are deeply personal objects. They pass through countless hands, across generations, and through moments both ordinary and historic. The 1995 Jefferson nickel carries the weight of American identity. Thomas Jefferson represents ideals of liberty, intellect, and democracy. Monticello stands as a symbol of vision and legacy. Holding this coin is like holding a small piece of the nation's ongoing story. That emotional resonance adds depth beyond any technical discussion of value. Long-term perspective. Looking at this coin through a long-term lens reveals why it continues to matter. It is a snapshot of a specific year, a specific mint, and a specific moment in American life. As time moves forward, fewer high-quality examples will remain untouched. Interest will continue to grow among those who appreciate both history and detail. The 1995 Jefferson nickel reminds us that even modern coins can earn a place of respect and fascination. Today we're diving deep into a modern American coin that quietly carries history, artistry, and collector intrigue all in one small 5-cent piece. This video is all about the United States of America 2017 Mint Mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel, a coin that many people have held in their hands without ever realizing the story it tells or the attention it receives in the world of numismatics. Settle in, because this is not just a coin, it is a reflection of American heritage, minting excellence, and the evolving passion of collectors. The Jefferson 5-cent nickel has been a familiar face in American pockets for decades, yet the 2017 issue from the Philadelphia Mint stands out in subtle but meaningful ways. To understand why this coin matters, we first need to appreciate the long journey of the Jefferson nickel itself. Introduced in the late 1930s, the Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel and marked a shift toward honoring one of the nation's most influential founding fathers. Thomas Jefferson was not only the third president of the United States, but also a philosopher, architect, inventor, and advocate of liberty. Every Jefferson nickel, including the 2017 P Mint mark example, carries that legacy forward. When you look at the obverse of this coin, you see a refined portrait of Thomas Jefferson. By 2017, the design had already evolved from earlier versions, presenting a forward-facing likeness that feels both modern and respectful. The details in Jefferson's hair, facial expression, and posture reflect careful engraving and modern minting technology. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, is known for its precision and consistency, and this coin is a perfect example of that craftsmanship. The surface luster, strike quality, and clarity of design all contribute to its appeal among collectors. Turning the coin over reveals Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home and architectural masterpiece. Monticello is more than just a building, it symbolizes Jefferson's intellect, creativity, and vision for America. On the 2017 nickel, Monticello is rendered with clean lines and balanced proportions. The steps, dome, and surrounding structure appear crisp, especially on well-preserved examples. This reverse design connects the coin directly to American history, reminding us that even everyday currency can serve as a miniature monument. The P Mint mark is an important detail that often goes unnoticed by casual observers. Coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint traditionally did not carry mint marks for many years, but modern issues proudly display them. The presence of the P Mint mark on the 2017 Jefferson nickel helps collectors identify its origin and adds to its desirability. Philadelphia is the birthplace of the United States Mint, and coins from this facility carry a sense of authenticity and tradition that resonates deeply with numismatists. What truly elevates the 2017 P Mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel is its condition and how it fits into modern collecting trends. While millions were produced, only a small fraction exist in exceptionally high grade. Coins that retain their original mint luster, sharp strike, and minimal surface marks become increasingly scarce as time passes. Collectors seek out these top-quality examples to complete date and mint sets or to showcase the best representations of modern American coinage. Another layer of interest comes from the broader context of 2017 in American history. This was a year of political change, cultural discussion, and renewed attention to national identity. Coins minted during this period serve as tangible reminders of that moment in time. Holding a 2017 Jefferson nickel is like holding a small piece of contemporary history, frozen in metal and preserved for future generations. Collectors are also drawn to the Jefferson nickel series because it offers accessibility paired with depth. Beginners can easily start collecting Jefferson nickels, while advanced collectors can focus on high-grade examples, varieties, and mint-specific issues. The 2017 P Mint mark coin fits perfectly into this dynamic, offering both availability and the potential for long-term appreciation when preserved correctly. Storage and care play a crucial role in maintaining the value and appeal of this coin. Proper handling, avoiding fingerprints, and using protective holders can make a significant difference over time. Coins like this are often submitted for professional grading, where experts evaluate strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. A strong grade can elevate the coin's status within the collecting community and highlight the excellence of its minting. Beyond the technical aspects, there is an emotional connection that many collectors feel toward the Jefferson nickel. It is a coin that bridges everyday life and history. Many people remember finding nickels like this in their change, never imagining that one day they might be discussed in detail or valued by collectors. That sense of discovery and nostalgia is part of what makes numismatics so compelling. The 2017 P Mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel also reflects the strength of modern United States coin production. Advances in technology have allowed the mint to produce coins with remarkable consistency and detail. This particular nickel showcases those advancements while still honoring a design tradition that dates back generations. It stands as a testament to how modern minting can respect the past while embracing the future. As interest in coin collecting continues to grow through online communities, social media, and video platforms like this one, coins such as the 2017 Jefferson Nickel receive renewed attention. Collectors share images, grading results, and personal stories, creating a vibrant network of enthusiasts. This shared passion adds another layer of value that goes beyond metal and design. When evaluating the worth of a coin like this, collectors consider several factors, including mint mark, condition, demand, and overall presentation. The 2017 mint mark Jefferson Nickel, when preserved in excellent condition, holds a recognized place in the market. It represents a balance between modern accessibility and collectible quality, making it appealing to a wide range of enthusiasts. As we come to the end of this deep exploration, it becomes clear that the United States of America 2017 mint mark Jefferson 5-cent nickel is far more than spare change. It is a symbol of American history, craftsmanship, and the enduring appeal of coin collecting. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or someone just beginning to notice the stories hidden in everyday objects, this coin offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of modern collectibles.